I am the eldest of about 7 children. My parents had 4 children, but pretty much raised 3 of my first cousins. So growing up, it was always a full house. Always had the odd extra relatives who needed a place to stay. So our house was always full, and it was fun. Being a part of the Samoan culture, we are just very family oriented. And anytime there was a birthday party or an event, not just immediate family, extended family, everyone would come along and everyone would see each other. And I remember a particular night when I was in my own home. I had an uncle who came down and laid next to me, and that's pretty normal in the Samoan culture or any island culture. But then he began to sexually abuse me, and I was in such shock that I couldn't move. I just really felt paralyzed at the time. I held on to that for about 8 years. I didn't tell anybody. When it happened, I just kind of brushed it off, and I really struggled with a sense of value, a sense of worth, a sense of who is this God that my family shares about, that I knew of. Why would he allow such a thing to happen? Why would God allow me to go through this situation? It was very difficult because we were so close as family, and I would see this particular relative at all the family events, and I wanted to punch him. I wanted to beat him up with a baseball bat. I wanted to hurt him the same way that I was hurt as well over the 8 years. But I think at the 8th year mark, God really shifted my heart and changed my heart to do the opposite of what my initial intentions were. Our grandmother instilled a lot of the life lessons that I still carry out till today, as well as the rest of my brothers and sisters. So at least we try. But she really taught us to respect others, to love others, and to always, put God first. When I finally sat down and just walked through the process and figure out or try to understand why this happened, I just felt God gave me a picture of my siblings and my cousins, and saying if I don't speak up, they too can be affected. And that just really shifted my mindset. It went from why me to, all right, I need to do something about this so that others aren't affected. And God really placed this understanding of forgiveness, because I just felt God ask, do you forgive him? Do you forgive him? And as tough as it was throughout the 8 years, in that very moment, it just seemed so simple. Little by little, I've discovered that other relatives have gone through the same thing, but they've never told anyone. So I was the first person that they've told. It takes time. It takes time to heal. And I was at a point where I was perfectly fine and forgave that person. And I said, wow, God, you are able to restore.